Hey my friends, welcome back to Owlets Tarot. If this is your first time here, my name's Jason. Welcome. Thank you for joining in sharing your time and your energy. And if you are returning, thank you so much. You mean the world to me. This is going to be a general collective, pardon me, for my dear Cancer, my dear Cancerians. I do apologize for getting your July collective out so late. My energy has been off in all the July collectives due to the loss of someone very close to me. So I appreciate your patience greatly. And also keep in mind the messages are timeless, so whenever they apply, they apply. So, and if they don't apply, then this isn't your message. I encourage you to check your moon and your rising signs. But let's get into this. You've waited long enough. I drew your cards from the Osho Zen Tarot. And I took the two off the top and the bottom two for crowning energy and what's in the subconscious. I drew you 3 Earthbound Oracle cards as well. I'm just gonna open everything up. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Okay. So we start with no-thingness. 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 Which in a traditional tarot deck would be the Hierophant. From that we go into exhaustion. Excuse me. Via the 9 of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Pens. Which in this deck is called Flowering. I believe in the last video I did, or the video prior to that, I referred to this card as the Queen of Cups, I believe. It's the Queen of Pens. But the energy that came through in that reading through this card was the energy that was meant in that reading to come through, so. Okay, so let's start with this top row. Actually, let's go with the next card. It's called New Vision. In the traditional deck, it would be the Hanged Man. Let's just show the other two. We've got the Nine of Pence in this deck, Ripening. And then we end on Awareness, which in a standard deck would be the Chariot. So your energy, Cancer. Top of the deck, crowning the read, we have Experiencing and Existence, Three of Wands, and the Magician in the traditional. And subconscious, we've got Going with the Flow and the Mind. The Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah. I think it's the Page of Swords. I don't think it's the Knight of Swords, but damn, for some reason now my brain's wandering. Alright, well, we're going to start with this energy here. What it says to me some of you could be going through a bit of a spiritual crisis, or some of you could be experiencing some major downloads that are feeling rather exhausting. Okay, so it's the Knight of Swords. Because there's definitely a feeling of an uphill battle here regarding something either in the realm of spirituality or the soul, something lacking that's needed on a soul level for growth, for happiness, for good health, good mental health, abundance. So it's about recognizing that this nothingness, this no-thingness, is really everything, because what it is a blank slate. and it's a chance to reconstruct, recreate, start over. And with this flowering, with this recognizing that this is just a chance to begin again, only better. Then we go to this new vision, this re-emerging from this tired self with new life, with new vigor, with new zest. Yeah, with clarity. There's a lot of clarity with this new vision. The square being the physical, and the circle being the spiritual. The triangle representing the triad of manifest, unmanifest, and the individual in which these reside. This ripeness, it's perfect following this flowering energy, especially because both speak of abundance, and having enough, they speak of security. And then we have your energy coming in, the chariot, that strong, balanced forward movement, that quick kick you off your feet energy. In this deck, it's a bit more subdued of an energy. The awareness is coming from burning away, and not even with orange flame, notice. It's this cool blue flame, but burning away any illusions. And there's almost like this baby-like Buddha figure. So ending with awareness, it seems as though the universe is telling you that you need to look at what you've got now as a chance to recreate, a chance, even though it may seem exhausting, a chance to, officially wipe the slate clean and start again. That's where this abundance can then come in. This chance to be abundant within your passions, maybe. Abundant in creativity. Abundant in that that zest for life. These new visions helping this abundance along. And you, meanwhile, being very much in your energy and seeing things very clearly, having no illusions. About anything. So it's a rather beautiful read. In the subconscious, we've got going with the flow. And recognizing that you need to go with the flow. Because at times you're a bit trapped in the mind. You're a bit a prisoner to your mind, or of your mind, rather. And this is in the subconscious, so this happens on a subconscious level. Perhaps created from negative self-talk, being too hard on yourself, not forgiving yourself in the way that you freely forgive others. It's also carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, carrying the weight of others. Recognizing on a subconscious level as well that you need to go with the flow. Otherwise you're really going to get tumbled. In order to keep this factory moving at full capacity. And right now it's kind of looking like a sketchy mess. You want to make sure that you're going with the flow, facing things head on, not getting turned and flipped asunder. At the top of the deck, experiencing and existence, 3 of Wands and the Magician, which I love. Because this is about that manifesting that, as above, so below. And then we've got the 3 of Wands energy of getting to experience the first bits of what you've created. And this existence card, it's really beautiful because it's a reminder of your spot in your importance in existence. That as we're all made of stardust, any one of us that passes over or transitions is a bit like a dying star. Every one of us, every living, breathing thing in existence is a beautiful miracle. It's needed. It has a purpose. your three earthbound oracle cards. We've got wisdom, voice, and balance. So it feels like there's something that you've learned, that you've gathered, a sense of wisdom unlocked, and you're being encouraged to share that with others, to speak your truth, but to keep a balanced perspective, to remember not to get pushy with your perspectives. But by all means, share. Because there is the burning away of these illusions. And this Hierophant card being the no thingness. Yeah, there's a very Zen-like perspective that you want to share. And yes, I encourage you to share, but like I said, just remember that there's room for all of us. There's room for all of it, you know? And we have to be respectful of each other's views. So make sure that you're sharing with people that are receptive and that want to hear your views. Let's grab you guys an archetype card. Alright. We've got eccentric and high wraith. Grab the book. The eccentric reminds you that you have every right to be whomever you choose, from silent introvert to gregarious extrovert. He will give you the courage to follow your whims, quirks, and curiosities, and free you from the constraints of social demands and expectations. In the words often attributed to Oscar Wilde, be yourself, everyone else is already taken. And then we have High Wraith. The High Wraith is elusive. She is the sense of loss and nostalgia we feel for a place or a person that we never knew. She is the missing, that which lingers like a dull, aching grief in your bones. If you chase her, she will recede. But if you invite her to make herself known, she may approach and relieve you of your hollow longing. The High Wraith touches something within us that sits hunched and gnawing in a corner of our souls. A vaguely conscious emotion that can never be brought to the surface and named. The Welsh have a name for this amorphous sensation: High Wraith. defined as a homesickness for a home to which you cannot return, a place that maybe never was, the nostalgia, yearning, or grief for lost terrains of your past, or the sadness that comes from knowing that someone who is deeply important to you is forever now just out of sight. All right, my friends, let's grab you a soul truth card. Thank you very much for spending your time and your energy with me. Anything you need to know about this channel is down in the description box below. Make sure to take some time, my dear friends, to let those around you that you care about, let them know that you care about them as often as possible, in as many ways as possible. Life is short. Alright. We're going to start with the subconscious. If this reading resonated, see if this image in some way ties into what the subconscious portion of this reading spoke of. That need of going with the flow. The factory of the mind needing to run as smoothly as possible. And then the crowning energy. These soul cards by Deborah Koff-Chapin are for you to intuitively gather whatever it is that you see or feel, whatever it is that the images may evoke in you that I don't want to muddle. In any way. Experiencing and existence. The Three of Wands and the Magician were your two crowning cards. Creating something from nothing. All right, my dear friends, take great care of yourselves, take care of those around you. I love you all for watching, and I will see you back here soon. All right, bye.